Hello, 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 everybody. Welcome, welcome. You have not missed anything, E, so don't worry. Hello, E. Hello, Yumi. Welcome to ESO Night. I hope you guys are all excited. It's gonna be a very action-packed one, just by the sheer nature of what today is. You didn't get distracted looking up dessert recipes. Oh, God. Oh, desert recipes. Why would you look those up? That is a lot of sand. It seems like a little too much, honestly. Admittedly, I don't know a whole lot about sand and deserts in general. I feel like maybe that number should be a bit higher. Maybe. I don't know. Again, my knowledge of such things is ridiculously limited. But yes, I hope you guys are doing well tonight. I hope your weeks have been good. Have you guys been up to anything interesting? I have not. My life has been relatively boring. There is a lot going on today, just in Elder Scrolls Online, just in general. It is a busy day. I say as I have ran my character through part of Volkelgard earlier to go check something out, and I basically came across multiple murdered NPCs. Somebody went a little bit happy with the Blade of Woe, I think. Which, I mean, I don't blame them. If I had that, I'd probably get a little overzealous with it myself. But it's slightly disconcerting running through, like, the courtyard of Volkelgard and just seeing all of the elven priests murdered. I don't know how I feel about that, honestly. Yumi's kind of a fan of the Legion Zero style armor. Okay, that's fair. That is fair. That is a lot of sand, E. Also, I didn't even realize septillion was a number? Although I suppose I shouldn't be surprised, but I didn't think that was a real number. I honestly did not think it was real. Huh. Learn something new every day. I am overwhelmed by the sheer number that is. Hi, Eris, how are you doing? Hope you're doing good today. I am. Did you see that number? You probably came in after E posted that number. It's like E got distracted looking up stuff about deserts, apparently, and that is a concerning amount of sand that is apparently contained within the Sahara. I didn't think that was a real number. Apparently it is a real number. My mind just blown. It is just blown. I do not know how to react to that, honestly. Whew. Numbers are fake. So are words. Some words are definitely fake. Let's be real. There was going to be more to that statement, and I just completely lost my train of thought, to be honest. I don't know what I was going for. Really, I used to know. I don't anymore. Such is life. Anyhow, I mean, I've seen bigger while playing Adventure Capitalist, but that's why we eat the rich. Yes. Eat the rich. I can get behind that. I can definitely get behind that. I mean, I'm just gonna flat out say this, F capitalism. Because Yeah, for obvious reasons. Anyway, we have a lot to do today. There is the start of a festival today in ESO, which I'm kind of excited to poke at. I say kind of excited despite the fact I don't really PvP much. So, mid-year is a bit odd. Equally weird is the fact that it's mid-year mayhem and it's not the middle of the year. So I don't really know what that's about, Zenimax. I don't know what that is. I have questions. Truth be told, he was looking at recipes for palachinkas. I don't know what those are, actually. That is not a dessert I have heard of. F unchecked capitalism. Yes, I agree. I wholeheartedly agree. But yes, today we are going to be doing some scouting in Cyrodiil, and then we're going to be rescuing cats. It's going to be a fun time. I will probably try to end closer to being on time this time. Just because that gets to being a little late for me. And sleep is a necessity. My sleep schedule, to be perfectly honest with you all, has been effed up this week. And I do not know why. It just has been. I don't approve. Apparently a palachinka is a filled crepe dessert. Huh. I am curious about this now because I've not heard of this before. And I have not consumed one. I'm very intrigued now. Sleep schedule? What is a sleep schedule? Supposedly it's going to bed at a reasonable time like a supposedly responsible adult, which I am clearly not. I do not know if that is accurate, however. Do not quote me on that. That said, though, I think we're just going to completely throw announcements and whatever out the window because I don't even know what I'm doing today, to be honest. Are any of us responsible adults? I mean, what is an adult? I mean, that's fair. That is fair. Okay, let's... Ooh, he has posted a link to what I'm assuming are the dessert he was talking about. Huh. I have never had one of those before. You would think I would have. But I have not. I may need to consume. Yes, please inform us what it is like should you make it, E, because I am curious. And also post pictures to the Discord. Because food pics are always approved on our server. Which, by the way, if you're not part of the Discord yet, you should totally come and join us. We are very sweet people most of the time. There are links in the panels down below, or you guys can type !Discord over in the Twitch chat and get a link. Thank you, Eris! And you can come and join us. Most of us don't bite. I can make precisely no guarantees regarding Onto. I do apologize. So anyway, interested in the filter art sticker or in the goose from Untitled Goose Game? Yes, thank you. That too is a thing. Which, by the way, apparently some of my stuff, if you plug it into like Google, now it like comes up in Google searching. I was surprised. Because Redbubble has this way where you can just look at where like your traffic is coming from, which I think is pretty cool. And like the majority of them are coming not from like social media posts or anything, but like directly through searching on like sites like Google or Bing, and I think that's pretty darn cool. Buy stickers, buy all the stickers ever. I mean, if you do enjoy our filth art, I can only encourage the acquisition of things. Which, if you're unfamiliar with our filth art, that is our filth art right there. It is one of our most beloved emotes, to be quite honest. Ah, the goose. Ah, the goose. It is sometimes a cursed sound. Anyway, but yes, so if you want to pick up the filth art on on pretty much anything that you could think of, that is what our Redbubble shop is for. Please support your independent artists, such as myself, because yes, I did design that. It took me far too long, and I'm very proud of that heart, because it has been redesigned like 3 times at this point, and I love it. To be perfectly honest, I love the filth art. I know you guys do too. Another means of supporting the ever adorable thigh if you don't have money or don't like ads like me. Loots, yes. So if you guys don't know what Loots is, it is basically a very, very free way for you guys to support any streamer that, you enjoy, providing they're signed up on the site. You guys can go to loots.com/Thionel in my case, and literally all it costs you is your time. And you can go in and send in a sponsored video message that will appear in the upper right-hand corner of the screen. Sometimes it used to be, anyway, I don't know if it still is, but it used to be that you could refresh the page a couple of times and sort of curate the ad experience. I don't think you can really do that anymore. I know the last time we had Loot's messages running, a lot of them were for Monster Hunter World, which naturally we approve of. Or at least we do it for Friends of E, because E does stream some Monster Hunter World. Which, by the way, if you're not following E on Twitch, you should be. Please go do so. Also, like the overlay for their streams. Buy your own stream overlay widgets and alerts from the talented folks at Nerd or Die. It is true. Nerd or Die has made this beloved overlay here. That I have tweaked the colors of some elements of it because I can. They give you permission to do so. Because let's be real, purple somehow turned into a major color on this channel. I don't know how. It just sort of happened. I can tweak most elements of it to reflect the purple, which I like the purple. I think this is a beautiful color, purple. But yes, if you are a streamer as well and you want to upgrade your overlay a bit with like new overlays, new alerts, or whatever, please, I just humbly ask that you use that link, because I do get a little bit of money in exchange for any purchases that you guys make through that link. Anything you guys do to contribute to this channel, whether it's loots, whether it's subscribing to this channel, which, by the way, subs are honestly the only way that you guys can avoid Twitch ads on this channel now. I apologize, there's nothing I could really do about that. It is a thing. But yeah, anything you guys do in support of this channel does help me out a lot. It helps the stream out a lot. It lets me keep getting new things. I can make more content for you guys. So anything you guys can do is appreciated. Many, many hearts. He's a licensed practitioner of blast industry unless you want less than legal means. He knows ways. Oh dear. Oh dear. I have several concerns, sir. Please do not do the thing. And just one last thing before we switch over. You are indeed. You are indeed. Just one last thing before we switch over. I just want to remind you all that all loyalty currency is currently being handled through Twitch itself. So if you guys look below where you'd enter in text into the chat pane, or if you're watching this on mobile, it's right next to the window where you'd enter in something into the message, into chat. You will see a little purple heart. Yes. Yes. Okay, that makes more sense. Going back to the points, it is the lovely little purple heart that is either right below or right next to the enter box for Twitch chat. You guys, you build up a streak if you're in here, whether you're lurking or actively contributing to the chat. You can use that any number of ways. Oh dear lord, I just realized I have dye gear active. So you guys will probably be able to take advantage of that on ESO nights because dyes. But that will be limited to dyes that I have access to. Just as a fair warning. In ESO, you do unlock dyes. So, I don't have a whole lot unlocked. That said, yes, you can buy commands. You can make your own commands. You can make the bot say something whenever you come in. I know E and Yumi have taken advantage of that. With enough points, you can also force me to make a new character that I will play for like an hour. So, that is a thing that you all can do. Please have fun with that. And if you guys can think of anything else you might want to see added to the loyalty currency, down there. Oh dear lord, Eris already. Okay, let's go. Max deconstruction rig die unlocked. I don't think I have that, but we will definitely see what I have access to. In fact, let me start running on over back to Volkelgard. And I will definitely start flipping things over because we do have some stuff we're doing tonight. But let me flip over right now while I'm thinking about it. Oh dear lord. I have several concerns about this. Just because I worry that you guys are gonna just choose some bizarrely outlandish colors. I don't think you would actually do that to me, or at least I would hope you wouldn't. But, like, what do I know, really? You might. Yeah. Yumi definitely would. Let's be real. Yumi definitely would. I do also feel like, though, that dyeing gear is going to be a thing that when I start playing Final Fantasy XIV again, you guys will definitely abuse the heck out of that. Which, by the way, I'm hoping to do that at some point relatively soon. So, alright, let me come up here to the outfit station. There are a lot of people here. Alright. So, sort by rarity. I do have rank 10 deconstruction analyst. Okay. I'm somehow missing rank 3 and 8. I don't know how I'm missing rank 3 and 8. That is a very bizarre thing. Outlandish, don't you mean make it so you're cosplaying as that suit from the Weird Al music video Tacky? Oh dear lord. Dear lord. Alright, hold on. Let me just take off the ones I have locked currently, because that is just going to get in the way. So these are the colors I have access to, Eris. Do you want everything to just be this color? Or would you like some contrast? You did, but you didn't specify if that was everything or not. So I must ask. This is going to be the thing, apparently. Add some pink to that. Oh my god. You guys, this is going to be horrendous. I'm just calling this right now. You know what? We're just making my primary color that deconstructed. That is actually not a bad color. It is a nice red. Yumi wants some pink. Let's see. What have I got that's pink? This is pretty pink. Let's make my alt color pink. How's that? You know what? I think if we're gonna do this, then middle color should not be gold. We should go with like a silver. What do you guys think? How's this? Yeah, prep for Valentine's Day. Oh dear. Does this meet with approval? Does this meet with approval? Then apply we shall. And I will also mark those as redeemed. And now we are bright red. Well, not bright red, but this is actually not a terrible color. I was actually kind of worried because a lot of the deconstruction dye things okay, hold on. I need to switch my mount then too, because that mount is more inclined to go with my usual color of gear. Let's go with my Black Indrik. It's more like a metallic gray. I like it. Although I'm gonna have to switch the mount again anyway, because, as I'm sure you guys are aware, it is mid-year madness in ESO, and that means I have to do a scouting daily today. I've not actually done a scouting daily yet today.
You there. How would you like to do something?
But let's come up here. Because we need to check out everything that the Impresario has, because I've not actually checked it out yet. Let's see. Which, by the way, this is the first event that you can get the first 2 berries for this lovely spectral Indrik right here. Look at him. He is so spooky. It is a ghost deer of murder. But yes, this is the first event. You can pick up 2 of them, the Spectral Berries of Bloom and the Spectral Berries of Budding. For some reason, they didn't give us the first berry during the last event that they had. For some weird reason, I do not know. Can also pick up emotes, which apparently involve you hoisting your alliance's banner. So you can acquire the Dominion banner, the Daggerfall banner, and the Pact banner, which is pretty cool. Of course, all of our feathers, which you need to make your Nash and Indrik first before you can morph it into the Spectral, which, by the way, if you don't have the feathers, make sure you get those. And we also have the Legion Zero crafting sets, which, let's actually take a look at this, because I haven't actually seen this yet. Okay, hold on, let me just preview everything. What the heck is this? I don't mind everything for, like, I don't mind the majority of it, but what the heck is that helm? The helm makes me feel like the person's head has been consumed by Molag Bal. Like, what is this? I'm circling my mouse around it, but it occurs to me that I don't know if you can actually see my cursor because of how this game usually is. What is this? I'm not a huge fan of the helm. The rest of the armor itself isn't too bad. It's not my style personally. I don't know that I would spend my tickets on this. But it's not bad. Which I know doesn't sound like high praise, but it's just not to my personal taste. I can see where somebody would like it, though. Molag Nom, oh dear lord. Dear lord. I'm now picturing the skeletal head of Molag Bal just nomming on a person's head. If it wasn't for the fact I don't like PvP, I would be all over that game right now. Well, this is the fun bit, because you don't necessarily have to PvP in order to get your tickets for this. Somebody just pegged me with a mud ball. I don't know who or why. Oh, wait! Yumi! Eris! Come on now! Rude! 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 I did not see them over here. Rude. Very rude. Rude. But yes, you do not necessarily have to PvP. You do have to go into a PvP zone. But actually, like, murdering other players is not a requirement by any stretch of the imagination. And I'm going to show you right now. So, one of the things you can do for the mid-year madness is, as always, go into Cyrodiil. Which, I freaking love Cyrodiil. If it was more active consistently, well, you guys knock it off. If it was more active consistently, I would be in there more often. I am not. However, to earn event tickets during this event, you do have to complete PvP daily quests. The easiest of these is probably going to be a scouting mission in Cyrodiil. And if you just complete one of the things that they have listed for event tickets, things you can do to earn event tickets, which during mid-year are battleground quests from Battlemaster Riven, scouting, battle, warfront, and conquest missions, Elder Scroll capture and recapture quests in Cyrodiil, town quests in Lastaris, Bruma, Cropsford, Chedenhall, and Churl, I'm butchering those, I'm sure, or daily quests in the Imperial City, which requires an achievement that you get when you complete the Imperial City questline. And by the way, I believe Imperial City should be on special for this. It's not mentioned, but sometimes it is during this. Let me double check. Yep, Imperial City is free during this event. The storyline is pretty darn good. The actual quest adventure thing can be a bit tricky due to the fact that is PvP. However, easiest thing for you guys to do if you're not into the whole PvP thing, which again, I do not blame you if you are not. Oh, it's been free since the Imperial City celebration. Well then, that is completely different. So what we are going to do, first of all, we're going to take a picture of me in this outfit because it is now dyed and looking very pretty, if I do say so myself. Next, what we're going to do is we are going to pull up my menu. I forgot the command for the Alliance War. The Alliance War is what we're going to be trying to go into. I see you, Yumi. Now, there are multiple different things you guys can wind up doing. Pull up the menu for Cyrodiil, which, again, easiest thing in the world for you guys to do for this. I don't know what exactly this Alliance Locked thing is. This is a new mode, I think. I don't remember seeing this before. We're just going to go into a standard battleground, which is going to be difficult because everything is basically full. But you have options to go in if you're below level 50. If you want to go in for be part of a campaign that lasts for like 7 days without champion points, you can do that. Standard is just, the same thing. A standard length campaign in this is like, I think it's 30 days or a month or so. 30 days is a month, Self. Come on now. Also, I find it interesting that these campaigns, not the 7-day ones, but the 30-day campaigns, they're all named after the dragons from Issa, from the Elsewhere storyline. The below 50 is Mulamnir now for some, what the heck? The Alliance Locked version is called Grontied, which, what even? Okay, so we're just going to go into, I think, the 7-day, just for my own sanity. Because we'll actually be able to get into this thing. Yeah, you can see, how many players each faction winds up having. If there's a high amount, medium population. You guys can... The no CP ones are perfect if you don't have a lot of champion points or you're new to the game. To access Cyrodiil, you do need to be at least level 10. For any new people just joining into this stream right now. Loading in, or trying to. There is a campaign labeled Sheogorath, yes. And as per usual, PvP is literally the only time your faction winds up mattering a whole lot. Because you could theoretically be in the same battleground with somebody, with a friend. But if you're in there, you will likely get attacked by the other faction. Now, I'm just coming into this. I don't know what the heck the map is even going to be like. It might be terrible. It might not be in my faction's favor whatsoever. We will see. I'm kind of nervous about that, actually. Where the heck did you drop me? Details in the mid-year mayhem. Hearken to the heart of Tamriel. The faithful of Saint Alessia have returned. Our imperial blood runs true, yet we have seen the tide turn in favor of your alliance. Please accept our supplication and our blessings at your gate to Cyrodiil. Alright. So you get a little quest when you come in. I haven't actually looked at this map yet. I'm a little scared. Okay, this is actually pretty average. This is actually fairly evenly spread. That's good. That is very good. Usually, in previous times, I've come into this event and just to do a scouting daily or whatever, and dear lord, the map is rarely stacked in the Dominion's favor. I loaded in once and literally all we had access to were these points over here, and that was it. And my scouting daily was all the way in the heart of Covenant territory. It was not a fun time. So if you've never been in Cyrodiil before, you navigate primarily using these transitus shrines. So, go into this, and wherever you see like the green paths connecting, that's where you can actually travel to. Sometimes routes will be locked. Sometimes there will be like a little lock on them, which means you can't go that way. We just want to get over to the eastern gate, so that's where we're going to go. Cyrodiil is actually pretty large, so much that I barely ran into opposite faction. I actually ran past one, but both of us just ran past each other, presumably not wanting to PvP. This is part of the reason why I tend to recommend scouting dailies if you're not a huge fan of PvP, but you still want the event tickets. So at least on the Dominion side of things, first we're going to run over here and talk to this NPC we need to talk to.
Sacerdote Aloysia can sound a bit overzealous in her sermons, but those who listen are inspired without fail. Are you also looking to receive the blessing of the White Strake?
Is that what this crowd is doing?
Indeed. Shortly after we parleyed with your commander, her reverence began giving her blessings. It's quite popular. All the soldiers want double rewards for their efforts on the battlefield.
What are you offering exactly?
If you know the legend of Pelinal Whitestrake and Saint Alessia, you're on the path to understanding. If not, well, those who accept the blessing are renowned for their brave deeds in days thereafter. Surely that's something your people value.
And what do I do to participate?
Holy Writ states that at the Battle of Helden, fierce Pelinal's face and hair were covered in the blood of righteously slaughtered Aelids. Anoint yourself likewise in honor of his prowess, and return to me.
Okay, so we come over here. We apparently use the Basin of Gore Virtuous, which that is just creepy, by the way.
So, how was it? Speak. Do you feel invigorated, imbued with righteous power, or perhaps struck dumb with awe by a vision of Saint Alessia herself? Go ahead. Reveal to all your holy transmogrification.
Nothing's happened so far.
Oh, well, everyone's experience is different, to be sure. But don't let that keep you from getting out there and making a legend for yourself. The White Strake will walk in your steps and goad you to righteous fury.
Which you do get a scroll, which will give you, I think, an XP boost, or alliance point boosts. And additional experience boost from killing players for the next 2 hours. You also get a boon box, which let's open this. We have Transmute Crystal, Telvar Stones, which are a PvP currency that's more useful in the Imperial City. Alliance Standard Bearer's Emblem, excellent. Okay, so you need 10 of these to create a rune box, which is interesting. I'm gonna take everything, because why not?
You need to get in shape.
Since when do we have... Oh, that's right. That's right. Sheo has fun in here now. So I don't know how everything is set up for the other factions. But if you come over here, this is where you'll find some of your daily missions. So you have the Conquest mission board, the Scouting mission board, which is what we're definitely after, and the Bounty mission board. We're going to pick up a Scouting mission. Grand Warlord Sorkelin has ordered a scouting mission of Fort Glade Mist. Reports of unusual enemy activity must be confirmed. Dependable warriors are needed for this mission. Alright, so let's see. Where is Glade Mist? Glade Mist is somewhere. Glade Mist is all the way up here. Oh, that's going to be interesting. Glade Mist is right there. And we are all the way down here. But what we're going to do is, first of all, we're going to choose a mount that does not glow, because that makes, or make a whole lot of weird noises. You're actually going to go with Cinch leopard, I think? The cinch tiger. Let's go with the cinch tiger. This is my cinch tiger. We're really just after something that does not make a whole lot of noise and will not be easily noticed. We're going to take the Transitus Shrine to the furthest point out that I can get to, that is closest to where I need to go. Which in my case, Glade Mist is all the way up here, and Karmala Outpost is the farthest point I can get to in that general direction. Now, I've had previous scouting dailies where I haven't had anything remotely close, and it has been painful because I've had to traverse like the entirety of the map there and back. It was a time. Nope, leave me alone. If you're doing this, and say this is your first time in here, I would highly recommend avoiding main roads if at all possible.
Yeah.
It's not necessary. It makes me feel better, because in that case, I feel like I personally have less chance of running into an enemy. But I also don't really like being out in the open either, because I feel like that just makes it easier for them to know where I am. Ooh, we need to avoid this fort. Because therein lies a higher chance of running into the enemy. Do not want. Now, if you're in here, you can easily spot other players usually. It's when they get close enough to you where you can actively see the colored shield over their heads. That is when you want to run. Also, I'm aware I'm going the wrong way. It's fine. Like if another player were to run into me, they would see a yellow shield over my head, because yellow is the color of the Dominion. When you're close enough to each other to see that colored shield, you are in trouble. It is not a good time. I have been flat out murdered by other players that way, because I was not paying attention.
Yeah.
I am on the wrong side of where I need to go.
Yeah. Yeah.
I do not want to be on this side of the gate, but I need to go this way. So it is tricky. For anybody who has not been in here before, this is a relatively shaded area. I should be mostly okay. Let's come over here briefly. This island in the middle here where you see the two dungeons, that is the actual Imperial City. Do not go in the water around it. Just trust me on this. It is painful. It will not end well for you. You will die before you can get out of it.
Yeah.
I'm speaking from experience. Do not do it. It is very deadly water. It's not okay. Don't go near it. I have died to that water so many freaking times. I'm not even kidding.
Yeah.
Not all of the water, but definitely the water around the center island. Because there will be like rivers and lakes in here. Which I'm pretty sure like the rivers and lakes are fine. But the center island is definitely not. That is bad water. Do not touch. This is also around where things are going to get a tiny bit tricky, because I think I actually need to take the main road for a bit. I don't want to take the main road. I get very nervous when I have to take the main road in this game. Or at least in Cyrodiil. Because I never know who I'm going to run into. And since I have to get pretty darn close to this fort, I worry about Covenant soldiers. Okay, so we're going to hide over here. Going to use my scouting report. Just literally just me hitting a button. And we have scouted. And now, we literally just have to make our way back to the closest point we can get at. Which is not going to be Karmala Outpost, because Karmala is under attack. I do appreciate the fact that everything on the Cyrodiil maps are so nicely indicated. It's like you look at this map and you know automatically what is going on. Like if it has a giant sunburst around it, that is under attack. Which coincidentally means that Transitus route is off limits. I can't take that. I can't take a Transitus to it or from it. I wonder if the other faction has like siege weapons out. Oh, that's Pact attacking it. That is Pact attacking it. They are really far out of their turf. Huh. You know what? This is a bad decision. I'm fully aware this is a bad decision. I cannot do anything about it. But I'm literally just curious if Pact has siege weapons out.
Yeah.
Which, yes, you heard me correctly. There are siege weapons in this game. Especially in this game mode. Which, speaking of, during one of these events, I actually participated in it briefly participated. I really should clarify that because, to be perfectly honest with all of you, I am horrible at PvP. I'm honestly terrible. But I do mention this because in this game mode, there are siege weapons, and you just have to picture like a horde of players, like maybe 15 to 20 of us, riding towards an enemy outpost, complete with siege weapons. We're not getting anywhere near that because that is now occupied by Pact. And that would be very painful for me. We're not risking it. It was the sort of thing I didn't know I needed until I was participating in it. Okay, that guy is friendly. That guy is friendly. Friendly is a relatively objective term in this game mode. But at least in my particular case, he did not have a shield over his head. And by not having that shield over his head, it means he's my faction. Hi, NPCs. Wow, they tried to attack this place. Somebody did anyway. I can tell how banged up it is. Okay, we need to find the Transitus. Transitus. That's not what this is. Where the heck even is the Transitus Shrine in here? There it is. There's the Transitus Shrine. We're just gonna go right back to the Eastern Gate where I need to go. Because, to be quite honest, ain't nobody got time for the actual PvP madness. Posting my report, and in doing so, I get another one of those boom boxes, I get some gold, I get some alliance points, and 3 event tickets.
An army is only as strong as the heroes who lead it. Keep up the good work.
So what do we get in this? I get some siege repair kit, some alchemy regents, and more Telvar stones. Sounds good. There's also a way shrine in here, which, no, you cannot actually, like, teleport to this way shrine in an Alliance War area. You have to physically go to the way shrine and port that way. Should you die in the course of running around in the zone, and say you do get attacked by another player and you die, you just get brought back to one of your base camps. So, I mean, it's not too terrible if you just do like the scouting daily. I have not touched the other dailies. I don't know what they're like, to be perfectly honest. I am a coward when it comes to PvP. So I will almost always do the scouting dailies. So if you're like me, and, PvP freaks you out a bit, but you still want to get your event tickets, the scouting daily, at least to me, is the best way to go. The scouting dailies are Thionel approved. But we have done our scouting daily, so now we're going to go back and keep on questing. You know what we're actually going to do first, though? We're going to come down here and get those flowers, because Rigert has asked us ever so nicely. I think we're going to take the way over from here. Where's a decent place to get these? I think about halfway between the 2 of them, so let's... Let's take this way, Sharon. Go over that way. I don't know. Like, I know obviously the fate of the world is very important, but... Oh, there's a quest down there. What is that? What is this? Reward for stolen wine. To whom it may concern, my master is offering a reward for the safe return of 3 bottles of stolen wine. No questions will be asked and no answers given. Wherever these 3 bottles may be, they will be within walking distance of one another. They always are. The first is a bottle of chilled white wine. You will likely wonder how the bottle remains so cold to the touch, but it's best not to dwell on it. I have several concerns. The second is a bottle of fine red wine. Your arm will go numb when you pick it up, but there's no need to panic. Feeling should return as long as the bottle is delivered in a timely manner. What the heck is up with these bottles? Lastly, a bottle of homemade wine of indeterminate color. Holding the bottle will induce a sensation of tremendous melancholy, followed by unrelenting hopelessness, emotional debilitation, and eventual self-destruction. If one of the bottles has been opened, my master asks that you bury it as deep as possible, all the while being careful not to let the contents touch your skin. If you come upon someone drinking from one of these bottles, he asks that you kill the individual and burn everything in the surrounding area. What the heck? If found intact, please bring these wines to me immediately. I never move from my place in the Stitches, where I will anxiously await your arrival. Best, Hofgrad Kjorsen? Faithful servant to his master. Master of what? Okay, so this is the white wine. An inexplicably cold bottle of white wine. The red should be down this way. Or at least this is what the game is telling me. No, you leave me alone. Nope, all of you just leave me alone. I'm not fighting you. I'm not in the mood. $5 says one of these bottles is opened. Oh great, I'm gonna have to fight them. Ugh, I have to fight both of them. F this. Oh, that is cheating. That is cheating. How dare. Red wine. Bottle of red wine that causes numbness. Well, this is fun. It's fine. This is fine. I'm only handling bottles of cursed wine. It's cool. This is fine. Oh dear lord.
I'm surprised we don't see giant balls of fur rolling across the landscape here.
Rude.
I'm pretty sure that every
Oh no.
giant ball of fur.
Oh no. Somebody opened the bottle. They opened the goddamn bottle, didn't they? Okay, hold on. Let me murder these Dune Rippers. Murdering Dune Rippers. Okay. Yep, that's a dead body. That is a dead body. Obscure wine. A bottle of undefinable wine that prompts feelings of hopelessness and self-destruction. Well, nobody's actually dead, so yay. I guess it was just a random dead body. I'm not complaining, I'm just confused. Okay, let's take these back up to the Stitches. I think this is how I get out of here. Ah! I am a genius! Okay, not a genius, but still. Oh jeez, I'm still riding my cat. Probably someone that committed self-destruction. That is still concerning, to be perfectly honest. Ride, Indrik, ride. Let's go. No, this mount is too bright. I never thought I'd say that. But it is definitely too bright. Oh. Oh, I didn't even think of that. Oh, I have several concerns. Occasionally, you know, we get roped into doing things for Daedric princes. It's not that weird. I don't know how I feel about that. If this is a sanguine thing, oh, I really hope it isn't. Alright, stitches are over this way. So I feel like literally everything. We've been in and out of the stitches so often, it's a little crazy. It's a little weird to me how often we've just been in and out of the stitches. He just wants you to go bar crawling with him. I don't want to go bar crawling with him. Oh, this just takes me right back to where I was. Oh my god, I am getting so lost. Just trying to get to where I need to go for this darn quest. I am vertically challenged, apparently. I honestly, I never know where the hell I'm going when you have things with multiple levels. I feel like cursing would turn me into the hunt prize, so, probably not the best thing to do either. Not here. Whoa! This is not the way to go. It's fine. I do not know what I just did. It's fine. I'm trying to come up here. I fail miserably at getting where I need to go. Hello, sir.
Have you found one of my master's treasures? He's always interested in reclaiming what is rightfully his.
I found 3 bottles of wine.
Really? You look surprisingly sane for someone who's touched all 3 bottles. You must be incredibly resistant to a... Well, it's none of my business. I cannot thank you enough. My master will be very pleased. I hope you didn't run into any trouble.
I found a dead body.
Just one. The last person who returned these bottles found them under a pile of corpses. He was so affected by the wine that he purportedly spent the rest of his existence atop that mass of bodies. Fortunately, you seem to be immune to the curse.
The wine bottles are cursed.
My master is a connoisseur of cursed collectibles. Wine, jewelry, paintings, people. Here is your reward. If you find more cursed items, please bring them here. I still hope that if his collection grows large enough, he'll no longer need me in it. Thank you again for returning my master's wine. If someone brings me the rest of his cursed collectibles, he might finally let me leave this place.
You collect cursed items. Are you cursed too?
I stole a cursed book from my master, and was punished by being trapped in this exact place, waiting to receive other stolen items. I've stared at this same wall of rocks for years, dreaming of using my legs again, if only to jump from this cliff.
Who's your master?
Never say his name, stranger. His name is more horrible than any curse.
But who is it? I want to know who your master is. Like, why would you give me that as a plot thread and then not follow up? Don't tempt me with these things, Bethesda. I genuinely want to know. Okay, but back to what we were doing. We need to go pick flowers for Rigard. Which I know sounds really weird, but this is apparently what we're doing with our time. And I know I should be, focusing on the main quest. Because, it's pretty urgent, what with everything. But, I kind of want to just go and pick flowers. So, that's what we're doing. Also, it's my stream, and I will do what I want with my time. it's kind of relieving, too, that I can just finally poke at all of these quests I've been avoiding touching. So I have to tell you, when Elsewhere dropped, and, you know, I was running through here to get all of these way shrines, it made me kind of sad that I had to avoid all of these quest markers just because I wanted to know what they all were. And now that I'm finally able to do it, it's hitting me that, you know, we're getting to a point where we're going to be close to the end at some point. And it makes me sad, because I have to then wait several months for Greymoor. I'm very excited about Greymoor too, by the way. I hope you guys are excited for Greymoor. I'm excited for Greymoor. I'm very excited for vampires. And, you know, going deeper into Skyrim and just everything that we didn't see or can't access just yet. I'm excited. Help wanted, Maryvale. Sweetwater Farmstead seeks able-bodied workers due to unforeseen circumstances? Fair pay guaranteed. Any interested party should speak to Rex Jargo in the town of Maryvale. Apparently is back this way. Coincidentally, this is where we have to go to pick flowers. So... let us go pick our flowers. Nope. Oh, heavy sack. Oh, there are wasps over there. Why are there freaking wasps? I don't know. I don't particularly want to know either. I literally just want the flowers. There's so many freaking wasps. I do not approve. Flower. I need 4 of these. It's 2. Three should be over this way. And 4 is over here. No! Leave me alone. Alright. Back over this way. Let's go talk to Lux Jargo, who I'm probably butchering his name, now that I think about it. I feel kind of bad about that, but... hopefully when I talk to him, I will get the actual pronunciation of his name. Hopefully.
Work! Farmhands needed at Mother's farm! You saw Roxargo's flyers.
Roxargo.
Mother had him post them across the valley. Help wanted for Sweetwater Farmstead. Ah, Sweetwater, our home sweet home. Are you interested in a job?
What's the job?
We need more farmhands. You see, our farmhands have gone missing lately, so we need more.
Your farmhands have gone missing?
You ask a lot of questions, yes? Mother just told me to stand here and find more farmhands, so I did. You have questions? Talk to Mother at our farm. Her name is Kidea, though you should call her ma'am. That is only polite, yes?
I'll go talk to your mother.
The farm is just up the road north of here, And don't worry if Mother seems cross. Raxargo's brother came home for a visit, and they have been arguing.
What can you tell me about the missing farmhands?
The farmhands left. This one does not know why. Mother was very upset, so Raxargo offered to hang the flyers. And look, it worked! You came to help our farm.
Did anything happen before they disappeared?
This one remembers that Verani was very unhappy. Kept talking about wanting to leave, but she is the only one, he thinks. If Verani does not return, Raxargo gets to keep her hand mirror. So he has that at least. Yes, it is a moon sugar farm. Very big, very busy. Well, was busy. Raxargo is the only one left to help now. His brother, well, brother only visits. Not very good at farm work.
And you said your brother and mother were arguing?
Oh, yes. Mother wants brother to stay and help with the farm. It is our family's farm, after all. But brother, well, he does not wish this. Raxargo does not know why. What sleeker home can be found than in Maryvale?
It is a good question. But let us go and talk to... Oh,
Did you hear the Razandar is back?
bizarre. Let's see. Where is... Ah, here we go. Hello, ma'am.
Gidea means no rudeness, but she hasn't time for visitors today. Best to seek company elsewhere, yes?
Raxargo mentioned that some farmhands went missing?
It is true. Workers were happy and plentiful, but now? Moons be praised if half our workforce remains. You look clever. Perhaps you could investigate our missing farmhands?
Do you have any idea where they may have gone?
Mizum, owner of Fragrant Moon's plantation, sought to buy our farm after the last harvest. This one refused. Gidea suspects he now bribes away her workers in order to make this one desperate enough to sell.
I can look into it for you.
So kind of you to offer. But take Gidea's eldest son with you, yes? He returned home recently from Moon's Nowhere, and now he lies about like a slug. Find the lazy Khajiit in the cave up the hill, just north of the farm.
I'll go get him and start my investigation.
It's about time Gidea's layabout son helped around here. He may be clever, yes, but when it comes to farm work, you would never believe he was born and raised in Maryvale. At least Raxargo has the decency to help his poor mother.
I think that one did, I am intrigued. Tell me more about this rival farmer, Mizum.
He is the oldest farmer in this valley. Been growing cane since this one was a kitten. And Kidea is now, not as young as she once was. But make no mistake, Mizum's mind remains as sharp as a serpent's fang.
And you think he's behind the missing farmhands?
It is possible. No workers means no crops, no profits. Who benefits from this? Mizum, who has wanted to buy Sweetwater for many years.
Have you confronted him about this?
No. Accusing Mizum with no proof would only give him an opportunity to smear Gidea's name. Bad for business.
She has a point.
That is why she sends you to find evidence. Only then can she confront Mizum.
And do you want me to take your eldest son along on the investigation?
Yes. He hasn't lifted a paw around the farm since he came home. He's a traveler, he tells me. But where does he go? What does he do? All he says is that he cannot say. Just like his father, that one. For better and worse.
Sounds like you don't get along with your eldest son.
Gidea loves her little rascal, of course. But why can't he stay at home and help around the farm? As the eldest, this farm should go to him when this one... Oh, no. Apologies. Gidea did not mean to bring up such matters.
Mother! Raxargo found a new farmhand!
Yes, sweet one, thank you. They're going to look into our troubles right after they wake up your brother.
Brother is still sleeping? Raxargo rose at dawn. and has been working hard all day.
If only your brother were as dutiful as you.
Well, now I'm just curious. Who the heck is the brother? Wait. Oh. Thoughts are being had. I hope I am right. I really want to be right. This one time, let being right be a good thing. Cave up the hill.
What? Who is there? This one's head may ache, but that does not mean he cannot defend himself.
I know that voice. I know that voice. Hi, Raz. Hi. Can I give you a hug? I can't hug him. I wish I could.
Five Claw? Raz thought he recognized you. Moons only know what brings you to this backwater place, but it is always good to see a friend. Raz would offer you wine, but he has unfortunately drank it all. Perhaps you have some?
Your mother wants you to help me find some missing farmhands.
She would trust Raz with such a task? That does not sound like Mother. Unless she just wants to get Raz out of this cave. No, don't answer that. Well, anything is better than farm work, yes? Raz will be happy to help.
He is one of my favorite cats. I am very happy. Raz is one of my favorite Khajiit NPCs. I mean, he's one of my favorite NPCs in general, but I love this very fluffy Eye of the Queen. I love him so much. Aw, you're cute. You are cute, Eris. Also, I don't blame him for just wanting to laze around in this cave. I really don't. After whatever crap he gets up to with, being an Eye of the Queen and anything he does for Irene, I don't blame him for just wanting to pass out in this cave all day. Your mother mentioned a rival. Mizum might be involved?
Mizum has wanted to get his paws on Sweetwater for years. If Mother can't keep the farm operating, Mizum can buy it and gain control of the valley's moon sugar cane. We need proof. Meet Raz outside the Fragrant Moon's plantation.
I'll meet you there.
At last! Something here that's worthy of Raz's attention. Let's get to the Fragrant Moon's plantation and see what we can dig up.
Where is Mizum's Fragrant Moon's plantation anyway?
Mizum's farm occupies the southern side of the valley. The big house with the walls around it. Old Mizum is a miser. Doesn't want anyone interrupting him while he counts his gold. Raz will meet you there.
You don't seem to get along very well with your family.
You have met Raz's family, yes? Mother has never approved of this one's occupation. She suspects he is a wandering beggar or some such nonsense. As you can imagine, this puts quite a strain on our relationship.
Well, what about your brother, Rexargo?
Rexargo is... he has been at Mother's side for far too long, tied to her apron strings. Besides, he has a particular disposition. Raz watched him lick an entire bowl of marbles once, all because this one told him that one of them was candy.
Don't they know you're an Eye of the Queen?
You do realize that Raz's position as an Eye of the Queen is a secret, yes? Only those who need to know can ever be told the truth. My family? They don't need to know. Besides, they would never believe such a thing.
So they don't know about your friendship with Queen Irene?
They know that some young high elf convinced Raz to leave home and go on an adventure. But that was before Irene was queen. Mother thinks that her eldest son abandoned her to chase after a pretty face. She isn't completely wrong.
Oh my god. Roz, did you hit on I read? Because that is the interpretation I'm taking. That is the implication I'm getting from that statement. Roz, sweetie, no. She's not a bad Altmer as far as Altmer go, but she's still an Altmer. Come on. You two stop it. What are you even doing here, Roz?
Queen Irene insisted that Raz take a vacation after his last mission. Even the eye of the Queen needs to blink now and then, she told him. So Raz returned to elsewhere to spend some quality time with his family.
How are things in the Somerset Isles, anyhow?
Political as usual. Raz wanted to stick around and help clean up after the sea slaughs and Daedric incursions, but the proxy queen requested I leave the island. Too bad. This one was hoping to get to know her a little better.
No! Raz, no! And how's the new main settling in?
The new man is settling in quite nicely. Unfortunately, trouble here in northern Elsewhere has meant that the Speaker hasn't been able to provide as much guidance as he might like. Garesh Rhi has his hands full with the usurper queen and the dragons.
Oh dear. Oh, Raz. I missed you. Razumdar is undeniably one of my favorite NPCs in this entire game. So I'm very happy that, I get to do stuff with him again. We don't get to do that often. You people are terrible. You are absolutely terrible. Do not encourage Raz. To be honest, I think the Proxy Queen is more interested in Rigard. I don't know about that, to be honest. Also, I think I'm being chased by birds. Yep. Or not. Okay, there they go. Okay. Where are we going? Oh, hey, I have to talk to Rigard, and Rigard is just up here, so works out. Oh, jeez. No. No big cats. Leave me alone. Okay, so Rigard is up here.
Ah, you must have been drawn by the scent of my rising dough. And don't be shy about staring at Rigard's muscles as he stirs. Did you bring the honey flowers? If there's one thing Rigard knows about the cats, they love their sweets.
I brought the honey flowers, but, aren't you supposed to add them in the beginning?
Nonsense. Rigard's belly doesn't care if meat or meat is swallowed first, so why should a mixing bowl be any different, huh? Rigard has gone far in life by treating every situation like he treats his belly. Give Rigard the flowers and he will add them.
If you say so. Is there anything else I can do?
I saw Asaldak, the famous Khajiit sweet maker by the Merryvale Farms fountain. Ask him to try my sweet bread. His endorsement will change the Khajiiti belief that Nords only eat frozen potatoes and inspire a pastry-based esteem between our cultures.
I'll find them and invite him to your tasting. I feel I should probably stress, though, the last time the last time Rigard asked me to do something for him, it didn't go well.
Asaldak understands why you would want to approach him, but he only signs autographs at special events, and he only talks to his admirers at the... Actually, he never talks to his admirers.
Hi, the Nord Ambassador Rickert would like you to sample his sweetbread.
Aseldak was once invited to Skyrim to try their so-called delicacies, but declined due to a disdain for cold weather. And bad food, and Nords in general. Aseldak will try this Nord sweetbread for a laugh. Tell him Aseldak will be there shortly.
I'll tell Rickert you'll meet him at Maryvale Farms.
This Nord better be finished with his cooking by the time Aseldak arrives. Aseldak does not like to be kept waiting.
How did you become so famous?
Because, unlike you, I spent time mastering my craft instead of asking stupid questions.
Rude!
Aseldak redefined food and elsewhere. He was personal chef to the main. He has prepared food for many slobbering Nords, but has never seen one cook anything edible.
First time for everything. You can try Riggert's sweetbread at Maryvale Farms. The sad thing is I kind of want it to be edible, just to spite him. Most Khajiit aren't terrible, but that one I just... I don't like that one. Very grumpy.
Riggert's sweetbread turned out better than expected. It's perfectly brown and tough enough to break a mammoth tooth.
Should sweetbread be tough?
Everything should be tough. Our teeth can't grow stronger if we don't challenge them with unyielding treats.
That's not how that works.
Riggert was a baby. His mother had him suck on rocks to comfort his sore gums. Now his bite is strong enough to snap a bristleback's tusk.
Well, Aseldak is on his way. I will search for the screaming mammoths in Valenwood Gate next. This is not going to go well.
It's an honor to meet you, Aseldak. On behalf of Yoren Skald King, please enjoy Windhelm's famous sweetbread.
This is not going
Did
to
you
go
bring
well.
the bread with you from Skyrim? It's hard as a rock.
Harder than a rock. Riggert made some improvisations to the original recipe.
It doesn't smell too wretched. Aseldak will attempt to take a bite without breaking a tooth.
Oh no, this isn't going to go well.
What do you think? Impressive? Delicious? Ferocious?
Atrocious. Why is it filled with flowers? Why are the flowers covered in dirt? Why are there insects in the dirt? How did you make something so terrible?
Yep, did not go as planned.
Did you hear that, friend? Aseldak wants to know Riggert's recipe. I'm sure he'll return after he wins his digestive battle.
That's not...
Find these screaming mammoths at Valenwood Gate so they can play for Lady Isa. We are finally on the verge of making peace.
Riggert, that's not... Honey. Oh, Riggert. You try so very, very hard, and you are literally failing every single time. Oh boy. Alright. Let's get back to investigations.
Raz is glad you made it. He was about to proceed without you. Now remember, we need to be stealthy. The fewer guards that notice us, the fewer guards we'll have to kill, yes?
Guards? For a moon sugar farm?
Mercenaries, actually.
What?
In addition to gates and walls, Mizum hired the Red Hands to patrol his land. They're not the type to ask questions before they try to kill you. Best to slip in unseen.
What are we looking for?
Ledgers, documents, contracts, anything that proves that Mizum bribed the farmhands. Or perhaps we will grow lucky and find a journal. Over the years, Raz has discovered that many villains enjoy documenting their nefarious plans.
Journals. Got it.
One more thing. Try to avoid unnecessary murder, yes? Not that the Red Hands deserve mercy, of course. But any messes you make, Raz will need to clean up. And Raz is on vacation. Besides, Mother wouldn't take kindly to killing the neighbors.
No killing. Right. I'll try my best.
Lead the way, Five Claw, but be stealthy. Raz will be right behind you.
Anything I should keep in mind while we're inside?
It's likely the mercenaries stick to regular patrol patterns. We can take advantage of that if we're observant. Just watch where they go and which direction they look. And if you spot a place to hide, use it.
Who are the Red Hands?
Mercenaries from Pelitin. Clawless thugs who will do anything for a price. Thievery, kidnapping, even murder. They also deal in the slave trade. Mizum must be truly desperate to hire them.
Okay, up we go. This is going to be interesting. Okay. Trespass. Optional steps. Don't kill anyone. I mean, I will make an attempt. I make precisely 0 guarantees. Oh, no. Over this way. Do. Vantage point.
Muzum loses moon sugar. Now his farmers won't work. What nonsense.
There is something out there, Mizum. Some sort of beast.
Bah! A beast! This one sees no beast. All he sees are lazy Khajiit who make up foolish lies.
The farmers of Maryvale are no strangers to beasts. What could have scared Mizum's workers this badly?
A very good question. I guess we're gonna find out. Sneak, sneak, sneak. See anybody down here yet? A terror bird. This claw was found lodged deep in the hide of a terror bird. It's unnaturally cold to the touch.
This creature was attacked by something unnatural. That much is clear.
Oh jeez. Do not want to get attacked. He is the scariest thing this side of the Sea of Ghosts. Understandable. Okay. Is there a door on that side? No, I'm gonna need to go around to the front. That is not gonna be fun. Okay, that one's already wandering off. So let's go this way. Okay. Woo! We're inside. Okay, not sure where the thing I need is. Stairs? Downstairs? Downstairs, apparently. Oh no. There's nowhere really to hide down here. Oh jeez. Oh jeez. Seems these moon sugar thieves grow bolder. Mazoom simply does not understand it. He's posted guards at the cellar entrance, hired mercenaries to patrol his farm, questioned and re-questioned every farmhand that remains in nothing. Perhaps these red hands have played him for a fool. It would not be surprising if they are behind the disappearance of Mazoom's moon sugar. Still, accusing them of such things at this point in our business relationship may prove fatal. And all Barani talks about is the supposed beast. What utter nonsense.
So, moon sugar disappears from Mizoom stores as well. Let's return to Mother's farm and discuss what we learned.
Interesting. Oh god. Don't see me. Do not see me. Okay. Feel better. I'm trying to get through this without murdering anybody. I'm trying so hard not to murder anyone. Hey Scorpy, I'm doing pretty well. How are you doing? We are just sneaking through places we are not supposed to be. Whew. Made it out without killing anybody and without getting caught. I am impressed. I know, but I want to be nice. Trying not to get my favorite NPC in too much trouble with his mom. Look at him, just leaning up against this thing.
Old Mizoom is dealing with missing moon sugar, scared farmhands, and a mysterious beast. Perhaps he and Mother suffered the same problem, yes?
What do you think that problem is?
A creature prowls the sugarcane fields. Something far deadlier than a terror bird. If this is true, then Raz fears the missing farmhands reside in the belly of this beast. And so will many others, if we don't put a stop to it.
What do we do?
You must visit Honeybree's homestead, another moon sugar farm in the valley. If Raz is right, Jedolthol will be suffering from the same problem as Mizoom and Mother.
I'll head there.
The farmstead is just across the bridge, on the southern side of the valley. In the meantime, Raz will try to convince his family to stay out of the fields. Perhaps they will be reasonable today. That would be a welcome change, yes?
What should I look for at Honeybree's homestead?
Anything that proves this beast exists. Corpses, tracks, strange residue. With luck, Jedolthol will have even seen this creature. Him or one of his 3 lovely daughters. Ah, Jedolthol's daughters. Raz wonders if they still remember him.
Ross, there's a time and a place for this. It is not now. Do you have a past with these 3 daughters?
Does Raz seem like the type to kiss and tell? Well, not while sober, at least. Now that this one thinks about it, he may not have left things on the best footing in regards to the daughters, particularly when it comes to certain promises.
Certain promises. Roz, what did you do?
Raz admits to succumbing to the folly of youth in his younger days. Though after so many years, this one assumes they have forgotten about such things.
I can almost guarantee you, they have not.
Your mother sends you to find our missing farmhands, and this is where you end up? Our house?
We already searched Mizoom's plantation. Raz came back to warn you about...
Excuses. And this one thought you learned more in your travels than which tavern served the cheapest ale.
You better go, Five Claw. This may take some time.
Yeah, I have several concerns about this. I can almost guarantee, however, that this guy's daughters have not forgotten about Raz. Oh, this is not...
Someone help! A monster is attacking the farm!
It's cornered Jedathel.
Okay, Raz came to follow me.
Oh, Raz does not like the look of this.
That conversation with your family went faster than I thought it would.
It cornered Jedathel, chased his daughters into the field. You have to help them.
Okay, slow down. What's attacking the farm?
A monster. I heard it. It roared loud enough for Alkosh to hear. I ran, but the noise must have startled the local animals as well. A lion nearly took my arm. Please, you must help Jedathel. He is hiding just ahead.
I'll go find him.
Quickly, go on ahead and find Jadolfo. Raz will help our friend here.
Shoot, I promised all of them I'd marry them. That is probably exactly what happened. Oh, Raz. I love you, but baby, come on. Where are you? There you are.
Moons above, let Jedathel's family be safe.
Hi.
Please, please, Jedathel begs. You must rescue his 3 daughters from that horrid beast. They should just be west of here up the path. You must find them before that monster does.
What kind of monster did you see?
Jedathel was only able to catch a glimpse of it as he ran. But what he saw was unnatural. It was an enormous beast, with a mouthful of fangs and a thick leathery hide. Oh, why has such a thing come to our peaceful home?
I'll save your daughters from this monster. Hopefully. Are they all up top? Okay. They are... said west, right? This is to the west. One daughter is over here. Oh god, I hope not on either of those counts.
Have you seen my father, Jedathel? I've been searching for him, but I wasn't able to make it very far.
Your father's safe further down the hill. I cleared the path. You should go to him.
Thank the moons. And have you possibly seen my 2 sisters? I seek them as well.
Haven't found them yet.
Then I must ask you to find them and ensure their safety as you have ensured mine. For now, I will make my way back to my father.
Take care.
Ah, the beautiful
I have
Banji.
arrived, and since the impresario exists, I want event tickets and don't know how to get them.
At last
Also,
you have
hi.
returned to me. Oh, I knew you would keep your promise.
Ah, yes. Raz is keeping his promise, of course.
Okay, and since I want event tickets, I don't know how to get them. Also, hi. Hi, Arendelle. Thank you for this many, many hearts, or resub, in fact. Many, many hearts to you. Thank you, thank you. So for this particular event, it does help if your character is level 10, because I think at level 10 is when you're able to access Cyrodiil for the first time. I might be misremembering. Where the hell is this NPC I need to get to? This way? Oh, geez, that is a harpy. That is a harpy. There are 2 harpies. Oh, dear lord. Sorry, surprise harpies. Was not expecting harpies whatsoever. Yeah, so basically, once your character hits level 10, you can go into Cyrodiil, and then hit up your scouting boards, or at least those are the ones I do, because those are the easiest and where you're less inclined to run into other players if PvP is not your thing. But for the first time you do that daily, you get 3 event tickets. So that is how event tickets are acquired, amongst some other ways, but that is the easiest. And here we have another one of the NPC's daughters. A Fury of Harpies. I like that. Oh geez, as I completely cover myself with water. Go me. I am the best, clearly. Clearly. Jeez. What even is my life, you guys? We just don't know. Okay.
By the moons, you have to help me. A monster attacked our farm.
My father ran, but I do not know what became of him.
Your father is safe further down the hill. I cleared the path. You should go to him.
Oh, thank goodness. Have you seen my two sisters as well? We separated in our panic, and I fear for their safety.
I found one of them.
Oh, I'm happy to hear that, but I'm still worried about my remaining sister. Please, could you find her? Preferably before that monster does.
I will.
Raz, you're here?
Of course. You are safe now, sweet Nura. Raz will get you to safety.
The two of us behind the mill reminds me of old times, old promises.
Let's talk about that later. Much later.
Raz, you're not gonna get out of talking about it with them. Just accept that. Sooner or later, all three of them are gonna find out that you promised them the same thing, and they're going to be very mad at you. And here's the third one.
These beasts should thank the moons that they found me without my bow. I'd make quick work of them if I had it on hand. Have you seen my father, by chance? He's a kind man, but not very quick. I fear he may have come to harm.
Your father is safe further down the hill, and I cleared the path, so you should go to him.
Of course. I'll make sure he stays safe. Have you also seen my sisters? I tried my best to lead them to safety, but they scattered in their panic.
Yeah, they're both safe.
That's good to hear. I was going to seek them out myself, but the monster is still close by. I didn't wish to attract its attention.
Where is the creature? Can you tell me more about it?
I've hunted in Maryvale all my life, but never have I seen a creature like this. Large and leathery, with glowing eyes and a mouth full of sharp teeth. Last I saw, it was headed to the cave further up the hill.
Thanks.
The fragrant Pascheroni. Raz is glad to see you safe.
Hello, Raz. I didn't know you were back in Maryvale.
Well, yes. Come, let Raz lead you to safety.
Very well, but do not think you can just slip away again. We have much to talk about.
Raz, you are in so much trouble right now.
Raz will make sure she gets to safety. Best if you go on ahead, yes?
You are in so much trouble, bud. Okay, the cave, they said. I don't know what cave, but there's a chest here, and I'm going to unlock that first. Providing I can actually... There we go. Okay. Cave. First of all, harvesting mats, because why not? Raz is in a lot of trouble, yeah. I would not be surprised if what I'm assuming is the older sister basically winds up threatening to shoot him. I really would not be surprised. Raz is definitely grounded after this. Okay, it looks like the thing went through here. Oh, jeez. So many birds! Oh, God! That's not what I meant to do at all. It's fine. No, you do not get to basically do whatever you were going to do to me, Terror Bird. Okay, the thing looks like it ran this way. And then, ooh, Thieves' Trove. Mine now. You touched everything but the lamp. The cave is collapsed. Basically. Okay, I'm clearly failing at this.
Very good, my pet.
Oh, there we go.
To distract those farmers for quite a while.
The hell are you?
An intruder.
Quick, Dolor, kill them at once.
Oh, that is Daedra. That is a Daedroth. What the heck? Why did he have a Daedroth? Why a Daedroth? It just seems so excessive.
Oh, Raz hates those things.
As do I. Weirdly enough, there's no journal or anything around here. I thought there would be. Because a lot of times the bad guys like gloating. But nothing.
Raz knew something was sour in Sweet Maryvale. Well, at least we know what happened to the missing farmhands. But why does a Daedroth care about moon sugar?
When I entered the cave, I saw a mage speak to the Daedroth through the projection?
Then it is likely this mage must have summoned the Daedra. Wouldn't be too surprising if he was behind the missing moon sugar as well.
So what's the next step?
Raz was able to question Jadathol, while you dealt with our large friend over there. Our neighbor has also lost moon sugar this season, yet has seen no thieves. Let us return to Mother's farm and examine her storage cellar.
Very well, let's go to your mom's farm.
If Mazum and Jadathol have been robbed, then Mother is likely the next target. And with luck, her cellar will show evidence of the theft.
What should I search for in your mother's cellar?
Despite Mizum and Jadathol's vigilance, the thieves we seek were never seen. Raz means to discover just how this is possible.
Because they accept payment in carnage. I mean, that is not wrong. Oh, jeez.
Moons be praised. Thank you both. Because of your help, this one's family is safe.
Raz is so pleased to see you and your daughters unharmed. All 3 of your daughters.
Yes, Raz. And all 3 of us have been talking quite a bit about you.
Oh no.
Specifically how you seem to have made certain promises to all of us.
Do you remember, Razamdar? Oh, this one will love you forever. This one will come back for you soon. This one only has eyes for you.
What? Raz, is this true?
Now, Raz can explain everything.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you deal with this, Raz. You made this bed, you get to lie in it now. I feel kind of bad for him, but not so bad that I'm willing to stick around. I feel so bad. I mean, it serves him right for just, being like that.
I heard what happened at Moonmont, Hallowed. Moons be praised for your bravery.
Show him that spy diplomacy of yours. Oh dear. I feel like the spy diplomacy is how we got into trouble in the first place. Maybe not the best. Maybe not the best idea. Okay, her storage cellar is over this way.
Let us search for signs of thievery. And if Raz's family decides to poke their snouts in, ignore them. The less attention we give, Raz used to come down here all the time. It was one of the few places he could hear himself think. This one even taught himself to play the lute. Mother never did like the sound of music. It reminded her of father too much.
Tell me more about your father.
Father left before Axargo was born, when this one was just a cub. So there's not much to speak of. But father, he played the lute very beautifully. This Raz remembers.
I don't know. He extracted himself from that conversation very quickly. Okay, so this is the moon sugar storage. I'm basically looting the cellar, and he is not calling me on it. I have a few concerns about that. Let's see. Crates.
Raz sees nothing out of the ordinary.
This is where you search for the farmhands? Our cellar? What? Are they hiding in the walls?
Ma'am, we're conducting an investigation. Please go away.
Let's look somewhere else. That is a rather ornate tapestry for the cellar. Mother, did you hang this?
What? No, of course not. Who would Mother be trying to impress? The cellar rats?
A secret passage, eh? Raz thought he felt a draft in here. This must be how the thieves could steal the moon sugar without being spotted. They tunnel directly into the storage cellars of the farms. If it wasn't highly illegal, Raz would be impressed.
Any idea who might be behind this?
They are organized, that's for sure. They terrorize farmers with Daedra and missing farmhands, all to distract them from their missing moon sugar. And stolen moon sugar means only one thing.
What's that?
Skooma. The prize all criminal organizations hope to achieve by processing moon sugar. Raz thinks it's about time we confront these unwelcome thieves. Let them know just what Maryvale thinks of skooma smugglers.
It's always skooma. Always. Also, oh no, Aris, but I'm glad you were able to reconnect. You know, out of all the ways this quest could have turned out, I don't know that I was really expecting Raz and skooma smuggling again. I'm a little surprised that we didn't have like a skooma quest sooner than this, but I don't mind that it's here. Wait, no, I didn't want to go back through there. It's coveted and people pay top septum for it. It's true. Like, I don't understand, to be quite honest, because it's skooma. And skooma is bad. Don't do skooma, kids. Don't do skooma. Just don't. It's not worth it. Don't do it. That said, skooma PSA out of the way. I was honestly a little surprised that we didn't get, like, a skooma heavy thing sooner than we did. And again, I'm not complaining. I'm just very surprised that this is, like, the first we're having of it. Should I be concerned with that statement, E?
A wabberjack! Huh? Huh? Didn't see that coming, did you?
I don't know if the kids should be messing with the wabberjack either.
Ah, just as Raz suspected. These caverns extend below the entire valley. Farmers used them to store tools and equipment before there was a series of cave-ins. They've been abandoned for decades.
Seems the moon sugar thieves don't mind the threat of cave-ins.
Raz was thinking the same thing. Given the size of these caverns, the thieves could have quite a large operation. Best if we move ahead quickly and see what we can find.
Alright, let's start. Jeez, these are big.
Look who we got here. Intruders. Oh, you're going to get in trouble. Why, you certainly have a lot of eyes. And they're different colors, too. Fancy that. Would you mind untying me? Itchy, itchy, and I just can't scratch. Don't know why Seavis tied me up. He's a mean, mean mage.
Who are you? What are you doing here?
I'm a smuggler. I'm smuggling. Well, at the moment I'm tied up, obviously. We're making skooma, see? Lots of skooma. Only I tripped into a barrel. Clumsy me. And now I am feeling so good. Besides the itching, of course. And Seavis tying me up.
Seavis, who's that?
Boss man. He does all sorts of nasty things. Summons Daedra, steals from the kitty farmers, ties me up. You should give him a talking to. He's down in the caverns somewhere. Oh, he'll be mad that you're here, though. Really, really mad.
Thanks for the warning. Lady is definitely hopped up on skooma.
You should follow the corridor, while Raz takes this side passage. We'll meet up farther ahead.
You think I left Cyrodiil for a few pieces of gold? We need to double our production.
No you don't.
The time for stealth and subterfuge is ending. Soon we will launch a raid on the farms.
Oh look, we have found friends. I don't know any of these people, mind. These are just people I've run into in the course of me being down here. But we're all on the same mission, so we're just sort of helping each other out as we go.
Patience, Tintin. Patience. We'll find the one who killed your brother and leave him alive.
There you are, Fat Claw. Time to put an end to this skooma operation, yes?
Indeed. Let's go.
Now's our chance to end this, once and for all.
Up into the farms we go. If she wasn't hopped up on skooma, I'd say she was cute and love her personality. I mean, yeah, she was very cute. But also, hopped up on skooma. And apparently Imperial. Oh, great. My weapons are doing that thing where they wind up underneath me for some bizarre reason that I do not understand. There we go. Back to Sweetwater. Hey, family!
Razum is smug. Well, smugger than usual. And this one can only assume that means that you have solved our problem. Perhaps Kidea's eldest son is good for something after all.
I mean, he is always good for something, but...
Ugh, Raxargo lost his grapes. Best to watch where you step, yes?
Quite the investigation, yes? We infiltrated a heavily patrolled farmstead, saved 3 beautiful damsels, and dismantled a skooma operation. All in all, not a bad day's work.
Now we can get back to relaxing.
Ah, yes. Mother's docile screeching can lull Raz to sleep. Now, this one suspects that Mother would try to cheat you if you ask her for payment. So here, a reward from Raz's own pockets. Aren't you a lucky one?
Well, it seems you're good for something, at least.
Good for something? Raz took down an entire skooma operation for Jode's sake.
Razumdar, sir, I have an urgent message for you from Queen Irene.
A message for Raz? Ha! Who would waste the paper on him?
Raxargo, shush! Queen Irene? Razum, what is he talking about?
Raz's next assignment. It seems this one's vacation is over, Mother.
Already? But you only just arrived.
Well, Raz could stay for one last meal before he departs.
And letters? Will you write us letters?
Doesn't Raz always?
Well, what do you tell them? I mean, now they know. You've been trying so hard to, like, keep this a secret from them, and now they know.
Seems that duty calls, thank the moons. Raz does not know if he would have survived another day with his oh-so-beloved family. Still, he can at least stay for one more meal.
You seem eager to leave.
This may come as a surprise, Five Claw, but Raz has never been particularly fond of small-town life. The first opportunity this one had to leave, he took it. He still remembers that day, and is very thankful for it.
And exactly what opportunity allowed you to leave?
Let's just say that it involved a certain high elf noble seeking adventure, 3 bottles of whiskey, and a small fire. Well, a large fire, but it was quickly contained.
A fire? What did you set on fire? A certain high elf noble. Perhaps Irene?
Irene certainly wasn't a queen back then. But Raz speaks too much, no? Perhaps he will tell you the tale another time, when there is far more wine and far fewer mothers about.
Kidea did not think Razum would be leaving so soon. But it seems he has important matters to attend to. Who is Kidea to deny the High Elf Queen? This one wonders, what exactly does her son do for the Queen?
Why don't you try talking to him about it?
Yes, perhaps it is time to stop assuming the worst of this one's rascal. Easy as that may be, Kidea will cook a nice dinner for her family tonight. Some fresh salmon sprinkled with moon sugar, perhaps. Just the way Razum likes it.
Roxargo never gets letters from tiny elves. Why does brother get to have all the fun?
Yeah, if you've met Irene, she's not exactly tiny.
Don't mind me. Soon as Razumdar is ready to leave, I'll be out of your hair.
Alright, so that was a nice adventure with Raz, which I was not expecting. It was nice. Let's go see if we can find those screaming mammoths while we're down here, since it seems like the next part of that is over this way. She is a very good mom, if not a little overbearing with regards to some things, but she seems like a very good mom. Very much so. I want more details about what happened with him and Irene, like before this. Like if there is like a book or something with that, I will seriously find it and read it. I want to know. I want to know if we ever get that story. I want to know. First off, I've only known Irene as she was becoming queen. Because that's basically what the Dominion storyline is. I want to know more. Oh, there's a merchant. I need to talk to the merchant. Hi.
Oh, Merkmeyer.
You are a merchant. I need to sell you some things that are literally just taking up space in my inventory. Because it's clearly just sitting here, and I'm never going to do anything with some of this stuff, so some of these other things I need to actually try to use or just put in my bank for my alts, but how often do I actually remember to do that? The answer is not very often, by the way. Oh my god. Oh my god. Somebody should definitely write that. Although it probably exists already and I just haven't found it yet. I really should probably poke at AO3 just to see if such a fic exists. I would not be surprised if it did, by the way. Okay, the screaming mammoths are who we need to find over here. I think we found them. Hi.
Could you please stop stomping around like that? My head is pounding enough as it is. Sure as bones. We never should have eaten those sugar cakes.
Sugar cakes?
Rachin sugar cakes. Our manager, Bakargo, tried to warn us about them, but what kind of band would we be if we paid attention to warnings?
Rigert sent me. He's expecting you to perform in Rimmen.
Ah, Rigert. The last time I felt this bad was when I tried to beat him in a mead drinking contest. We don't want to let him down, but we can hardly stand, let alone give a performance worthy of the Screaming Mammoths.
Rigert needs you to play for Lady Isa to gain her favor. Also, you were a very pretty Nord lady. I mean...
He needs someone to play, but that someone doesn't need to be the Screaming Mammoths. Take our instruments and sing the song yourself. That cat will never know the difference. There's a lute and a drum in this chest.
Sure, I will gather the instruments and bring them to Rigert. This is going to be bad. This is going to be very bad. Oh, this is going to be really bad. Where am I even going? Am I going back to Rimmen? We are going back to Rimmen. Oh, obviously not you, E, but somebody should definitely write the thing if it does not exist. E has a lot on his plate at the moment. To Rimmen, where we hopefully do not further offend a cat. I think he must be, because, I mean, after all of this crap that, like, we're just doing, I feel so bad for him. He is trying his hardest, like, that is obvious. But he is getting so much wrong at the same time, and I don't know how we can be anything other than cursed, to be honest, after all of this. I want to give him hugs, but at the same time, I don't know if he would appreciate it. Do Norns even hug? I feel like Norns wouldn't exactly hug, you know? Alright, Rimmen. Where are we going in Rimmen? We're going back over this way.
You did what had to be done. Hallowed, bright moons watched you at Moonmount.
Not here. We need to come up this way. No. Where are we going? Oh, we don't need to come up there. We need to come over this way. Rigert? That's a cat. I don't think that's a Khajiit.
Welcome back, friend. Rigord found Lady Isa. She's not as talkative as the women in Windhelm, but she's quite classy. Rigord is sure a Nord ballad will convince her to help make peace between the Nords and Khajiit. Where are the Screaming Mammoths?
They can't make it, but they let me borrow a lute and a drum.
The Screaming Mammoths let you touch their instruments? Rigger tried to touch them after a performance in Nibelheim, and his brain still aches from the pummeling. Definitely Rigord's favorite head injury. Why did they give you their instruments?
Well, they ate too much moon sugar and want us to play in their place.
Rigord can be an official screaming mammoth? He can play the instrument of legendary lutist Frongir half-giant? Did Rigord drink a barrel of mead and find himself in a land made of dreams? These are honest questions. Rigord gets confused.
This is real. If you want the loot, I will take the drum.
Rigord's mind explodes like the top of Mount Vardenfell. Drinking mead with the mammoths was one thing, but playing their instruments is beyond Rigord's wildest imaginings. We will play Lady Issa the best ballad Elsewhere has ever heard.
Sure, I'll grab the drum. This is not going to end well.
Oh, your eyes shine like glowing mushrooms in glomerage, and sturdy as a mountain goat's hoof-fed feet. We should meet to drink mead and eat wolf meat.
Why are you singing to my house cat Luna?
Lady Issa? Rigord has logical explanation. You have great influence with the Khajiit, so Rigord wanted to impress you with his song. But first he had to practice on your cat, because he's like a tiny you.
It's difficult to imagine anything sadder than a confused Nord clutching a lute.
Hi, Lady Issa.
Lady Issa is going to pretend that Ambassador Rigord did not just confuse her with a house cat.
We do apologize, Lady Issa. We only wanted to impress you.
Your friend is the one who should apologize. His attempts at diplomacy have already offended Justo and sickened Al-Sadak. Fortunately for you, Lady Issa is convinced that Ambassador Rigord's intent is pure. She even brought him a peace offering.
You brought a peace offering for Rigord?
Rigord must be rewarded for his comical yet well-intentioned mission to improve relations between the Nords and Khajiit. Lady Issa brought an honorary collar and bell. He will wear it everywhere and elsewhere, so we can always know when he is near.
Do you usually reward people with collars and bells? Because if so, that seems kinky.
No, but we can all see that Ambassador Rigord is very special. This one presents him with this dignified and stylish reward.
I will make sure Rigord understands what an honor this is.
Lady Issa is eager to use her influence to bring peace between the Nords and Khajiit, isn't she? Nothing solves problems better than a traditional Nord love ballad. Except for mead.
Lady Issa awarded you with an honorary collar and bell.
A collar and bell made to fit Rigord's rippling neck? Rigord will jingle it with pride. Please accept this gift, friend. Rigord could not have made peace between the Nords and Khajiit without you. This song is dedicated to Rigord's favorite diplomatic assistant, and Lady Issa, and that house cat, and increased peace between the Nords and Khajiit. Oh yeah, and mead!
Lady Issa will do her best to make peace between the Nords and Khajiit, just so you can make your way back to Skyrim.
You did indeed, E. Nonsense was had. Hey Grim, how are you doing? You just missed the best nonsense we have ever had on dealing with NPCs. I still do not know how to process that. And also that still seems incredibly kinky to me, so I don't really know what they thought that was going to accomplish. They gave Rigord a bell and a collar. I don't know how to process this. I like how your subs translate Grim into Grandma. Oh my god. Oh my god, subs, why? I am so sorry. Man, subs are weird, you guys. Also, I need to get... This is not the way to go. Not a leash, no. Which I feel like a leash would have been a little too much. So I'm vaguely relieved that they did not give him one. I don't know that he would have known what to do with it, to be quite honest. Although, knowing Rigert, he probably interpreted it as the highest of honors. Such as Rigert. Okay. Ooh, no, I don't want to go that way. We need to go over here. Oh god, I'm gonna die. I'm going to die. Oh my god. How did I not die? Seriously, how did I not die? That was like a very... Oh, there's scorpions. I'm literally just trying to get to a quest location. Leave me alone. Go away, scorpions. I don't want to deal with you. First bit of PvP for the little events, so trying to figure out how to get the tickets. Okay, so easiest way, at least that I have found, is by doing scouting dailies. It's basically you have to do a daily quest in a PvP zone. So for me, the easiest thing for me to do is like the scouting dailies in Cyrodiil. But you also have, what were the other options? There were like a few of them. You can do a battleground quest for Battlemaster Riven. You got tickets from killing one guy who was on his own trying to take a lumber mill. Oh, cool. As far as I didn't realize you could get quests like that, but, the only ways I definitively know of are battleground quests for Riven, scouting battle, warfront, or conquest missions, capturing and recapturing Elder Scrolls quests in Cyrodiil. There are town quests out there, also some Imperial City dailies, but you only get like a certain amount of tickets per day. So I think the most you can do, at least for like the daily quests, is 3. I don't know about any other methods for ticket acquisition during that. 12 is the cap, so you can only ever have 12 on you at a time. Once you hit that 12, you definitely need to go find the Impresario somewhere and spend those tickets. Because then you can start getting more of them. Alright, so now we're finally getting back to the main story quest after running around for like 2 hours.
Travel never used to take this much out of me. Oh well. Now that you're here, we can begin our investigation of the crypt.
Where's Zamorak and Prefect Kalo? I thought they were going to meet us here.
The Adept and the Prefect volunteered to scout ahead. They haven't returned. That means it's up to us. We must stop Zumog Foom from reanimating Cadwell the Betrayer.
Do you think something happened to Zamorak and Kalo?
Something has prevented them from returning. I can only assume the necromancers or their undead have done them in. Where they were forestalled, we must prevail. Otherwise, Zumog Foom and the dragons get one step closer to fulfilling their plans.
We can't give up on them.
Don't be a fool. Our first priority is to stop Zumog Foom and keep him from aiding the dragons. After that, we can worry about everything else. Provided we survive, of course.
All right, let's go. Also, I don't know if you guys can hear this. One of my cats is literally outside my door screaming at me because he wants to come in. It's not allowed at this time of night because I can almost guarantee you he's just going to duck under my bed, and then I will either A, not be able to extract him, or B, he's just going to poke his head under there and then promptly want to exit again. So, I don't know. Right now, he's...
What happened to you?
Oh, what?
Thorn, old sport. They ripped it out of me.
Oh, that doesn't look good. That does not look good. By the way, we're getting into Elsewhere spoilers, so if you want to avoid that, I would suggest vacating the stream immediately. I have several concerns. I have many concerns because I know what's going to happen at this point. I am very concerned. Oh boy. Okay.
I'm afraid I bungled this one royally, old friend.
Cadwell, what happened?
I opened a portal. Meant to put the villainous Zumog Foom to the sword. He got the better of me. The necromancer stole my essence, flung it to assorted ritual sites throughout the lair. Now I'm weak and my old body is being restored.
Well, what about Zamorak and Prefect Halo? Have you seen them?
The big cat and the Imperial. They arrived shortly after I did, but they didn't fare much better. I'm not sure what Zumog Foom did with them. I've just been standing here trying to recover enough strength to give it another go.
Okay, maybe we can recover your energy. Either way, we need to stop Zumog Foom.
Charge me up again? Capital idea, and I agree. We can't let the betrayer join the dragons. That reminds me of a time. No. Can't think. Too weak. I'll stand with you as long as I can. Could use a bit of a lie down, though.
Understandable. Okay, boys, let's go.
I'll delay Zumog Foom's ritual as long as I can. You take Cadwell and see if you can recover his stolen energy.
Ah, good old Abner. The nastier he treats you, the more you know he loves you.
Okay, come on, Cadwell. Let's go. Gotta stop some necromancers from doing...
You left us to die, Kalo.
Our blood is on your hands.
Rude! Hey! Get off! No, you don't.
No, I won't allow you to interfere with the ritual.
Well, too bad. I'm interfering. F off.
Lay the flesh from your bones!
Yeah, not if I flay yours first.
That glowing cloud. It's holding this ritual together.
How refreshing. Let's find the rest of me and put it back where it belongs.
You okay?
Those soldiers were under my command. They died following my orders. Thank you for releasing me from that ordeal.
What was the purpose of that?
Other than torturing me, I think it was part of a larger ritual being performed by Zumog Foom. They were using my suffering, merging it with Cadwell's energy to... I don't know, it felt like something was feeding from me, growing stronger.
Do you know where Zamorak was taken?
Foom's followers fell upon us the moment we entered the crypts. We never stood a chance. They dragged us in different directions and immediately began the ritual. I assume Zamorak was taken deeper into the lair.
Okay. See if we can't find him then. Zamorak.
You were never strong enough, Zamorak. I died because you were weak.
Praying to the moons won't save you, cat.
Oi! Leave him alone. Leave my Khajiit friend alone.
Interloper. Just more fuel for the ritual.
Zamorak failed. Again.
No, you didn't.
Welcome back, little energy. I missed you so. You never know what you're missing till it's gone. I'm just glad to have that old bit of me back where it belongs. What say we go and find the rest?
Right, we will.
Zamorak always fails the ones who count on him the most.
Okay, snap out of it, Zamorak. We need to find Zumog Foom and stop his ritual.
Careful, Walker. You do not know the burden that Zamorak carries. The guilt Zamorak feels whenever he remembers those he failed.
So you're just going to let Zumog Foom win. You're going to fail again.
How dare you say... No. No, you are right to chide Zamorak. This one let the necromancers wield his guilt against him. Never again. The scent of death and decay is stronger through that door. Go. Stop Zumog Foom. Zamorak will catch up.
Okay. Up we go. It's kind of weird to me, though, that the only necromancers we've run into are the ones we've had to murder. Like, the ones that were standing guard over the rituals.
You're a senile old fool, half-brother. How could you be so reckless? The dragons are your fault!
Abner. Hey!
Will destroy you after Tharn.
Oh, jeez. No, you don't. Stop that. Okay, gonna need... Oh god, I'm gonna die. Nope. No, you stop that. Okay, so she's gone. Don't have to worry about her right now. Whew.
Get rid of that damn cloud!
Night, Arendelle. Thanks for coming by.
Oh, that hits the spot. Did you know I used to be a High Chancellor? No, wait. No, that bit belongs to Abner.
Zumog Foom is stronger than I anticipated. Or perhaps my powers have degraded more than I realized. Either way, you arrived just in time. If I had to listen to my half-sister prattle on for an instant longer, I would have chewed my own arm off.
How did you wind up as part of the ritual?
Believe me, it wasn't my intent when I opened the portal. Foom used a siphoning ward of some sort. It redirected my spell and trapped me in that cloud of energy. They're using Cadwell's essence to power their ritual. It's rather ingenious, actually.
Is that really the ghost of Euraxia Tharn?
I really have no idea. Perhaps it was an echo pulled from my deepest, most morose memories. Perhaps not. While I recover my strength, head through the southern door, I sense a culmination of magic. Zumog Foom must be close to completing his ritual.
And we definitely cannot let that happen. So, through the door we go. really do like the way this hallway is decorated. Even if... Hi.
This one doesn't have much time.
Nalado?
Nalado should not be here. This one should be prowling the sand behind the stars and preparing for the next pounce, not lingering in this fetid tomb.
Why are you here?
Zumog Fum called Nalado back. He planned to use her in a foul ritual, but dead or no, Naladol is still a soldier. His follower never stood a chance. This one sensed something. Decided to wait here a little longer.
The ritual was using Cadwell's energy. What happened to it?
Nalado thought the cloud of energy reminded her of the strange knight adorned in cookware. This one thinks she absorbed the energy when she killed the necromancer and disrupted this part of the ritual.
Can you return the energy to Cadwell, Nalado?
Return it? Perhaps, though that will certainly shred this spirit form. No matter, Nalado no longer belongs in this realm. Tell Queen Carmira and Garashri that Nalado says farewell. Now, prepare yourself, strange knight. This belongs to you.
Rest easy, Nalado. How you doing?
The cat captain, she's sacrificed herself. For me. I don't know what to say. We need to hurry, my friend. Zumog Fum is almost finished, and I'm starting to find this whole looking through two sets of eyes thing to be quite disorienting.
I do not blame you. Alright, I just want to do a quick pass around this room. See if there's anything interesting. Like interesting chests. I really should not be wasting the time to do this. Considering, you know, it is clearly time is of the essence and everything, but there are things and I want them, so yeah. Also, I'm kind of looking to see if maybe there's another piece of that mural down here, but I don't think it is. So I mean, that's good, at least. Don't have to worry about that. Okay. Through this door we go. Into Zumog Fum's lair. Don't know that we're going to be able to stop this, though.
Neither you nor that bumbling corpse stand a chance!
Corpse? I never! I'll have you know, I'm barely 1/4 cadaver on my mother's side. What's
Two of you can't exist in the same reality, soul-shriven! The stronger the betrayer becomes, the weaker you will grow.
That was a mistake. But that is rude.
Let the essence of death flow free!
Okay, I do not approve. Okay, I don't know how the heck this is supposed to manage, considering.
Rise and destroy my minions!
The weird thing is that I feel like this entire story beat feels a bit awkward. Not awkward isn't the word I want, but I do feel like a lot of this is happening way too quickly. Like, I feel like there should be a little more time before fighting Zumog Fum of all things, but whoa. No, leave me alone. Where'd you go? Oh jeez. This fight is a pain in the butt though. Oh, of course. He has a freaking bone colossus, because why not? Why not a Bone Colossus? Oh wait, is the Bone Colossus him? He's the Bone Colossus. What?
It feels like I'm fading away. Oh, jolly good shell. Of course I planned to deal with the orc myself once my reanimation was complete. Now that I'm whole, I have a destiny to fulfill. So, cheerio.
Oh, I don't like this. Cadwell?
I always heard that introspection could be difficult. Meeting yourself. No one likes to discover that they were a tallow catch. Try not to hold it against me. Him and me were two sides of a dented coin.
Cadwell, what's wrong with you?
I don't think the world can handle more than one Cadwell at a time. My essence, I feel it draining away. Strange as the end approaches, so does clarity. You will try to stop him for me, won't you?
Stop him? What's the betrayer planning to do?
Finish what I started a long, long time ago. I remember how we stopped the dragons. Quinzari and we tricked Calgronti, used his own ambition against him, convinced him to place a portion of his power in Jode's core.
How did that stop the dragons?
Calgronti ordered his brothers to follow suit. Once weakened, we were able to trap them in the halls of Colossus. Then the betrayer, then I killed Quinzari. I earned that name. I planned to steal the power, but Anequina's adepts...
Cadwell, stay with me.
I'm still here. Chimera, she looks like Anequina. So pretty. Anequina possessed a key to a special place. That's where I learned to use portals. Luckily, they cut off my head and dismembered me before I could reach Jode's core.
Cadwell? You hear me?
I guess you have to chop him up again. Tell Chimera she has the key, and look after them with honor and with steed.
Oh my god. Oh my god. He better not actually be dead. That is all I'm saying. I am not okay right now. Chimera, we've got a problem.
Anequina was a moon priest. Could that be the key to using the dragon horn?
The same notion occurred to me, Queen Chimera.
Wait, here comes Tarn and the others. Five Claw, talk to me.
Bad necromancer, let us leave our pothead alone. I know, right?
I am happy to see you and the others, Five Claw, and I'm eager to hear what happened. Wait, where is Cadwell?
Cadwell faded away. We stopped Zumog Foom, but not before he reanimated the betrayer.
That does not bode well. The betrayer of Quinzari was a great hero who became a terrible villain. It took all the remaining champions and the moon priests of Anequina to stop him. But how does the betrayer's return help the dragons?
Cadwell started to remember. He said the betrayer seeks a special place to find Jode's core?
A special place? That does not give us a lot of information to go on, Five Claw. Did Cadwell tell you anything else before he disappeared?
He talked about Anequina and the dragon's imprisonment. He said you possessed the key?
The ancient legends. I have been studying them.
They mention Jode's core, a vault of some kind. Kunzari tricked the demons into storing their power there, though now we know that the demons were dragons. A metaphor, yes? As for a key...
Do you know what Cadwell was talking about?
Everyone, meet in the royal study. I have something to show you.
Okay. What does this mean? What are you showing us?
Cadwell spoke of an Equina, one of Kunzari's champions. He mentioned a key. I think he meant my pendant.
Zamorak remembers. Your mother wore it before you. Does it have more than sentimental significance?
It hides me from magical detection. Mother would take my pendant in her hand and whisper, "When Kunzari smiled, an Equina asked the moons to move for him."
The Shadow Dance Temple ruins? Is that where the betrayer has gone?
I discovered as a young girl that the pendant and this ancient map interact in interesting ways. I learned the stories of Kunzari from my mother. Did I tell you she was a moon singer before she married my father? She said the pendant once belonged to an Equina. I am related to an Equina. Direct descendant, according to the moon priests.
The location indicated on the map. What is that place?
An ancient ruin. The place was once the Shadow Dance Temple, but now it is nothing but tumbled stones. Still, Cadwell indicated the pendant was the key to finding the betrayer. What else do we have to go on?
You said your mother told you that an Equina could make the moons move for Kunzari?
Yes, from Kunzari's story. He tricked the demons into giving him their power. Then an Equina moved the moon so he could store the power in Jode's core for safekeeping. Of course, now we know the demons of the story were actually the dragons.
I appreciate the loaf hugs. Please give loaf hugs for me. Could that be what Cadwell was talking about? Tell me the rest of the story.
In their weakened state, Kunzari was able to trick the dragons and trap them in the halls of Colossus. But one of his companions betrayed him, stabbed him in the back, and went to the place of the Dark Dance to steal the demon power.
Sounds like the Shadow Dance ruins. I guess we need to investigate the place.
I think you are right, Five Claw. The betrayer must want to finish what he started in the ancient time. But the dragons also want that power. Are they working together? Either way, we need to get to the temple ruins.
Where is the Shadow Dance ruins?
As we saw on the map, the ruins lie in the foothills east of the Scar, between Orcrest and the town of Hakoshe. We will meet you there.
Where is that? Okay, so on the big map, that's over there. Okay. It's not that far, actually. Honestly thought...
You send your Cygnus irregulars to the Moongate, Prefect Kalo.
Agreed. We've been practicing in anticipation of joining forces for more than a year.
A year? But a year ago we were still enemies.
Perhaps. But I always knew we'd wind up fighting the Araxians side by side someday.
This guy right here is the only somewhat decent Imperial I think we've met. I'm not counting Tharn, because as Tharn is redeeming himself, but he's still kind of a dick. So far, Kayla is honestly the only decent Imperial I think we've met. Okay, take me to Hakoshe. I know I could technically just ride down there. I don't care. We're doing it this way. Okay, down this way we go. As we try to get to where we need to go. Do.
It is time for this one to share lore about Alkosh, the Dragon King of Cats. Hey.
I'm not sure how I'm gonna get up there. Or wait, did I come completely the wrong way? I went completely the wrong way. I definitely cannot scale this, but what I can do... I thought I would need to scale it, but what I think I actually need to do is, first of all, ride past these guys. Pray they don't try to murder me. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Leave me alone. Why are there so many friggin' harpies? I think this is how I get to where I need to go. Think, but only because I've never been this way. Found another side quest.
I won't let you have this one.
Ha! Your blood is too thin. Keep that one as a gift, Lucia, for when you're weak.
I think we found more vampires, guys. I think we found vampires.
Sheath your claws, Walker. This one does not want a fight, but you've walked into a dangerous feud. You should leave the Weeping Scar. Yushiha cannot protect everyone from her former kin.
What's going on here?
I am an exile of the Tenar Zalvit vampire clan. This wasteland has long been our home. Unforgiving, but we survived in peaceful seclusion through the wisdom of our clan mother. She is gone now, and my clan strays down a treacherous path without her.
Meaning what?
My blood brother, Rakasha, tempts my clan to give in to their thirst. He urges them to abandon our way of life and prey on the caravanners without restraint or mercy. I must divert them from this path, but I am losing the fight.
I'll help you.
Yushiha is grateful. This caravaner she saved was not alone. Help her check on their camps. Warn them. Protect them if necessary. We must save them from my clan before we can save my clan from themselves. She only hopes it is not too late.
Tell me more about Rakaza? Rakaza? I'm butchering that, I'm sure.
He leads the Tenar Zalvit. After our clan mother's death, he promised our blood brothers and sisters a better life. Swayed them to embrace our predatory nature. He played on their fears and drove out his dissenters.
Are you the only member of your clan opposed to harming travelers?
Yushiha is the only one who still remains. Once Rakasha's followers tasted the blood of our living cousins, those who resisted were easily driven out. He is right about one thing. Living on thin-blooded animals indeed made us weak.
But if your clan's always been peaceful, why does he want them to attack travelers?
He blames our pacifist ways for all our troubles, and has renounced them. Rakasha believes embracing our nature as vampires is the only way to protect us from harm, but all he'll do is make enemies and draw them to us.
What do you believe?
I believe our clan mother's wisdom was the only thing that has kept us alive this long. She knew that turning on our living kin was short-sighted. If Rakasha has his way, I am certain it will lead to our destruction.
How do you survive if you don't feed?
Before the flu, we only drank blood that was offered to us.
But after it wiped out Orcrest, we have had to make do with feeding on animals. This is not a lush land. It was a lean life, but it was peaceful.
How did you become a vampire?
That was very long ago. Nearly at the edge of memory, Walker. Back when the 16 kingdoms of Khajiit became 2, my family was taken by the Thracian plague, and I brought them to Tanar's Alvit to find rest. I offered the clan mother everything.
You didn't want to go on living?
The world outside seemed as if it was about to end. I had nothing, no purpose, no future. The clan gave me all 3. The lifetimes I have spent watching over the departed have been far less troubled than those of my living kin. Until now.
So, what happened to your clan mother?
A cabal of necromancers raided our home. The burial site our clan watched over for centuries. She defied their leader, and was destroyed. The rest of us could only stand by helplessly as they desecrated the dead. We lost everything that night.
Why were you living in a burial site?
Our clan served as the caretakers of the Tanar's Alvit ossuary, when there was anyone left to seek burial. Khajiit made offerings of blood for us to watch over their dead. We coexisted like that for hundreds of years, until tragedy struck.
What sort of tragedy?
Our troubles began with the Nahatan flu. It swept through Orcrest like a flood, leaving death in its wake. The tide of dead rolled in until our vaults were full, and those who survived begged us to spare them. We took pity and agreed.
You made them vampires?
Our clan grew from a small handful to a settlement in itself. In an instant, we lost our main source of food and gained many more mouths to feed. We hoped to leave, but our clan mother feared we would carry the flu with us and sequestered the clan.
Wow, okay. Whew. Heavy stuff already, you guys. Alright, so we need to go find... Whoa. Rude. I'm just trying to live my life. I'm literally just trying to live my life. How dare. Also, Thieves' Trove. Mine now. No, leave me alone. Leave me alone. Freaking scorpions, man. I have a book here. The Euraxians dig their claws deeper into Rimmon every passing day. Soon Khajiit won't be able to breathe without the Dung Queen's permission. We drew far too much attention smuggling this shipment out of the city. It would be best to reach the Stitches before anyone decides to stop us. Khajiit agreed that the shortest route would be through the Weeping Scar. This one does not like moving the wagons through the winding chasm, but he will follow. The paths are narrow and difficult. We must space out the wagons to avoid any mishaps when they lose purchase and slide on rocky inclines. The Weeping Scar will be shorter, but this one is beginning to think it will not be faster. At least we are far from the prying eyes of the Dung Queen. It is too quiet here. Khajiit hears only the dry air howling through the jagged rock and pointy plants. No rustle of rodents or chirping of birds to be found.
Leave the Weeping Scar.
He is grateful there is no shortage of food among the caravanners.
We should make for Rim.
This one has a bad feeling, like there are eyes upon him. Perhaps the Dung Queen's agents followed after all. A few of us will stay behind to watch for pursuit and cover our trail. This quest is right over here. Pick it up more from the other side of this incline where I am. But we are going to have to wrap this one up next time, because it is that time, my friends. It is 11, and sleep is a thing I must attempt, because it is late. And as I mentioned earlier, my sleep schedule has been kind of effed, because I am a functioning adult. Or at least I feel like I should be, and I'm definitely not. But thank you guys so much for coming and for hanging out with me today. You know I appreciate it. You all are awesome. Many, many hearts to you guys. If you guys are... You are welcome, Grim, by the way. If you guys are new around here, though, and you enjoyed what you saw, there is a heart-shaped button up that way that you guys can click on, and you can turn notifications on to find out when we'll be live next. You are welcome, Yumi. Next stream is going to be Sunday afternoon at 2 p.m. Eastern. We will be picking up with Stardew and, raising fall crops. And I don't know, I'm having a whole lot of fun with Stardew. So hopefully there will be a lot of that. There will be more romancing Leah, because Leah is adorable. I mean, have you seen her? I am looking forward to that. But for now, I am going to go pass out because it is late and I am tired. I will try to hang out in Discord for a little bit after the stream, though. So if you guys are not part of our Discord yet and you would like to come and hang out, there's a link in the Twitch chat right now. Please feel free to come join us if you would like. Antum is the only one that bites, as far as I'm aware. There is, however, the threat of the Wabbajack, so just keep that in mind. I am going to, try to pass out a bit. But until I see you guys again, have a good rest of your week. Have a good weekend. And I will hopefully see you guys again on Sunday. Bye, guys.